My name is Shaquille Europe. I am a grade 10 student at William Lyon Mackenzie, and my question for all candidates is this. What is your main priority, and how is that included in your platform?
So my main priority has always been advancing democracy for the working class, and what that means is getting fair access to the same public services that a very few Torontonians are getting the benefit of right now. When we look at the roads, TTC, we see that they're not being designed for their end users, which is the working class. We're the ones who use the libraries, TTC, the community centers, the parks, and if we gave more of the end users the power to decide what the land was doing, we would have a better society. It would work for a larger amount of people as opposed to those who are wealthy and are a few. We need a city that's inclusive, and that means that we give the finances, the infrastructure, and the leadership table to those who wear overalls, those who might be wearing fitness clothing, because leaders come in all sorts of clothes, religions, races, genders, and we need to elevate them as opposed to forcing them to wait for answers. So my whole goal as the mayor is to make the mayor's office work for people as opposed to dictating orders down. So one of the reasons why I really encourage young people to be involved in the civic process is because although you can't vote, your parents vote for school trustees who then make decisions for you. You have the power to change your parents' mind. They do so much for you already. Help them to decide upon the leader that will make the best future decisions for you. And that means that while you're waiting to vote, encourage those around you. Encourage your brothers and sisters, your cousins. Encourage people to vote like your life means something. And that's why it's important to get involved.
What is your main priority?
I've worked at City Hall in the Chief Planner's office, and now I've been on council for 4 years. And I can tell you we need less talk and more action when it comes to City Hall. There are politicians who have been on council literally longer than you and I have been alive. We need generational change that is brave and unafraid to tackle the big issues: affordability, housing, community safety, and getting this city moving. Now, my platform is all about taking real action, not just performative rhetoric, but the tangible steps that will make a difference in your lives. More housing, more opportunity, safer communities, and easier ways to get around this city. That is what this election is about. Democracy works when people participate. So I appreciate all of you engaging in student vote. I hope I can count on your support, but get out there on June 26th, make sure your voices are heard, and let's lead this city, a new chapter for Toronto and a new generation.
Thanks for the question, William Lyon Mackenzie students. What is my main priority and how is it reflected in my platform? My main priorities are safety, affordability, and livability, meaning the services that we all rely on every day from our city. So the main priority needs to be our budget. Our budget is in dire straits. We need to make sure that we have both the revenue and the better management of the existing expenditures to make sure that we've got the finances available to actually deliver on what residents expect. And the current situation is that the reserves have been raided. We don't have enough money coming in from the federal and provincial governments to pay for their responsibilities. And our tax rate has been suppressed at an artificially low rate. So I'm going to be upfront with Torontonians on what we need to do. And if you visit votematlow.ca, you can read my platform. And what you'll see is that it's the only platform that not only has commitments on how to do all these things, but is costed. And then I tell you exactly how I'm going to pay for everything so that I'm not just making promises during an election, but I show you how I'm going to get it done as your mayor.
We need to make life more affordable, and that starts with finding a home you can afford to live in. Right now, people are paying way too much in rent. Young people are being forced to move out of Toronto because it is just too expensive. As mayor, I would build thousands of new affordable homes for people. I will also protect people now by investing in programs that help people pay their rent and stop illegal rent increases and evictions.
My goal is to make life easier and more affordable for residents, so people can feel that sense of opportunity that I felt when I first came here. And to make life easier, more affordable, we need to fix our services. Services that we rely on our daily lives, like the TTC. Make sure that people can get to work on time so they don't lose a shift, or making sure they can pick up their kids from daycare so they don't pay extra. Making sure that we build homes so people can stay in this city, can afford to live in this city, that we're not pushing out our youth and our families. I want to make sure that your property taxes are not going through the roof like so many other candidates are talking about or not even giving us answers for. I know that there's an affordability crisis out there. I know that residents are struggling. That is why I will be working with other orders of government. There's only one taxpayer, and my goal is to make your life easier and more affordable.
My main priority is affordability. The Toronto that we want is where young people who grow up here can afford to live here, where people can get around easily and safely to where they need to go, where we have the services and the supports that people need in our city. I want to lead Toronto's revival as a city that works for everyone, everywhere. Won't you join me? Take a look at my website, mitziformayor.ca. You can download my platform and see all the things that I'm doing to make Toronto the best that it can be. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and tell your family and friends, because this election is so important to your future.
So my main priority dealing with this election, and what you need as a mayor, is to deal with public safety, because a safe city is a healthy city, and a healthy city is a vibrant city. Affordable housing, making sure that people that come here have a place to stay, and affordability. Those are my top three. I believe that no one, absolutely no one, should be left behind, and you have my promise and commitment that I will do just that. If you want to check out for more information about my platform and what I think are the keys to success for the City of Toronto, please look at my website, marksaundersfortoronto.ca. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my answers.